Raised in Lyndhurst, Ohio, Tom Stuber would never tell you that he became his own hero. But the difference from where he started in his education to the knowledgeable person he is today, well, it's almost night and day.
I guess one thing that a lot of people find surprising is that I barely made it out of high school. I graduated with a 2.0 following 3.4 in the spring of my senior year, so I could get my cum up to a 2.0 so I could get into a state college. I hit college and all of a sudden the desire to learn just took off. And so from that point I've been in a continuous state of learning ever since. I've acquired 3 degrees, completed postgraduate training at Gestalt Institute, postgraduate training at the Johnson Institute, and now I'm involved in the college as an instructor. And that I'm continuing looking at new things, new ways of dealing with the world, new ways of dealing with addiction, and dealing with life through learning.
Tom's no stranger to beating the odds. At the age of 11, he was diagnosed with a spinal tumor which took a team of surgeons to remove. He was the 25th person to have the procedure, but he was the first to survive it. Tom counts his blessings, and he credits his wife, Sue, and his parents for his success.
My mother and dad were strongly committed to family and fun and activities that the family could engage in. My father's probably most important saying that he passed on to me was, if you're going to do something, do it right. No matter what it is, do it right. But above all else, do the right thing. And I've used that as kind of the guide behind my efforts in working with individuals, with families, and in the field of addictions.
Inspired by his father's word, Tom began to quench that thirst for knowledge in college. He attended Kent State University, Wright State, and Ashland, completing his graduate's degree. He started his career at the Lakeland Institute, where he worked with emotional disturbed youth. But he quickly changed his focus to substance abuse. Now, although it was a change that tugged at his heart, he had no idea how much he would impact those around him.
Well, my story goes that I was out during intermission in this lobby with several hundred people. And while I was there, all of a sudden a voice behind me said, "Tom Stuber, are you still saving lives?" And I turned around and there was this 30-something individual, and I didn't recognize him. As it turned out, he was one of the first adolescents that we put in the treatment program when I first went to Lakeland Institute, and he was still sober today. I now teach at the college, and I'm very pleased because it's an addiction classroom to work track. And I had one young woman in one of my earliest classes come up to me and say, "Can I give you a hug?" She then went on and told me that 5 years prior to that, on Christmas Eve, her family grabbed her and made her come to Lakeland Institute for an assessment. Because it was Christmas Eve and it was a very snowy day, there were very few staff available, and so they called upon me to do the assessment. I diagnosed her with an addiction and recommended her for residential treatment, and she said at that point she hated me. But then, that Christmas was the first Christmas that she had sober, and the first Christmas that her 3-year-old daughter had experienced with her mom sober. And now she's in my class, and that was several years ago, and now she's in my employ as a counselor in the field. Addiction treatment does turn people's lives around, and I'm very grateful to be part of that.
The LCADA Way is a center of clinical excellence for education, prevention, and treatment of alcohol abuse, substance abuse, and behavioral health issues. They approach everyone in their program with compassion and with care and understanding. Success is vital to their mission and to the people they serve.
Tom, congratulations on a wonderful award. You know, it's over 25 years ago that we met, and we met through circumstances that were very challenging for some people that we were affiliated through our family. And you solved a very difficult problem, and the relationship began. So then we had an opportunity to witness what you and your team do every day. And you earned our trust, you earned our respect, and you earned our admiration. And through all that, we became friends. And we were able to do some very interesting and exciting things together through you as a public organization and us as a private family that made some significant impact on your organization, which serves our community. So we're really proud to be a part of that. I'm very proud to say that we're friends, and I've had the chance to watch you as a servant leader in our community. So thank you for what you do. Thank your board for what they do. Thank your associates for what they do, because we're facing an unbelievable challenge in our community. And I don't know where we'd be without you, your board, and your team providing those services. So congratulations on a wonderful award. I'm glad the public is learning more about what you do, and I wish you the best.
I think the most important part of being a leader is to recognize that you're not specifically the leader, but you are part of a relationship. Everything that gets done through relationship. Everything that we've been able to accomplish through the LCADA way has been through being adopted by this community. We've been adopted by businesses, we've been adopted by healthcare organizations, we've been adopted by families. The Campanas, the Uzons, the Nortons have been extremely helpful in helping us become who we have become. And that we never need to lose sight that if we accomplish anything, it's done through partnerships and relationships.
Thomas Stuber, the 2019 Leadership Lorain County Eric Nord Award for Excellence in Leadership honoree.